So true. It's like if I don't like it,
Let's have a fucking quick look. Boom. There's a bit of a.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good. What up, crew? Morning. How we going?
Happy days.
Hey, fuck. Hang on. Oh.
Swear word in the first 5 words.
Doesn't matter. It's okay. This is my show.
Oh, we're on.
Morning, crew. It's been rolling for 23 seconds.
Yeah. It didn't get my
First things
racist
first.
rant, did it?
It didn't get Jordan Bender's racist rant.
Sweet.
First things first, it's been a few weeks since I've done a podcast. Main reason being because I broke my phone, and my phone is my camera, and that's enough of that. So we're back anyway. I am joined by Mitch Sinnamon, Jordan Bender. I was trying to figure out the percentage you are of the top 20 fittest men in Australia, but I'm shit with numbers, so I'm just going to
2 out of
say
20.
it is 2 out of 20. What's that percentage though? Exactly. We're CrossFit guys. We're not numbers people. Exactly. Fresh out of the Pacific Regionals, Jordan finishing 18th, correct?
Yeah.
Mitch 5th with another little berth to Madison, which is pretty radical. Two-timer. Well, one-time Carson, one-time Madison.
Yeah.
2B, one-time Madison. Very nice.
Oh yeah.
How we feeling?
All right.
How the body's feeling?
Yeah, I thought I was feeling good. Tried to train again, then struggled. So a couple more days, give myself, freshen up a little bit more, enjoy the rest.
Have you done any fitness this week at all?
Oh, I did a bit of rowing and wall balls at home yesterday, but not much. Lots of rest. Like,
Why on earth would you choose to start back with wall balls?
it's just
Can't you just do something easier?
redemption from the weekend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it's just we've just moved into a new place in Altona, and so I've got like out front my door. It's like perfectly 10 foot.
Yeah.
Like a massive door, and so I've got the wall right there. So I was just doing wall balls. I thought, why not?
Did you not like Event 4?
Loved it.
Was Event 4 the
Oh, no, that was the deadlift
overhead?
Event
Oh,
three.
that was, yeah, sorry.
The wall event.
So,
three.
you did well in Event 3.
Yeah, crushed it.
That was your best
Yeah,
one, and
yeah.
Event 4 was your best. Is that right?
I
I think that's what I read.
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, the deadlift one.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Heavy,
liked it.
heavy kettlebell deadlift. There was some people's spines getting mangled by those kettlebells.
Yeah, man. Lots
Mangled.
Of
It was
cats. Yeah.
And I don't know if a fucking weight belt is ever going to help with putting you in a good position for that.
It's a different
Yeah.
movement, isn't it?
Totally. Way different.
Like, it's not 140 kilo deadlift.
Nah.
It's not.
It's
not bad.
I think the instability of it, like that lateral movement and everything else, just tugs you to pieces. There's no way to sit with your feet that narrow.
Oh, mate, touching.
Big touching.
Yeah,
Needs to
literally.
touch your
I was more
Touching,
scared about the
yeah.
kettlebells hitting my toes. Like, seriously.
As you put 'em down.
We practiced and I dropped it like once. You
Yeah,
dropped it
right.
on your toes? Or?
No.
Dude, it hurt.
Did you have to ghetto kettlebells, or did you have the right way?
We
semi-ghetto.
Sort of. We had one of the guys that had 264s. At
Okay.
The gyms around near.
And it was 67. Was that? Or what was
Yeah,
80?
so we duct taped the shit out of it.
68.
We put 5s on.
Yeah.
And they fell off during the workout, man. So
Of course
it's
they did.
trying to tap. Yeah. Of
course they did.
So much duct tape. Like, so you end up just training with the 64s.
Cool.
Felt the
Yeah.
same.
When you heard that there was 0 barbells, what was the gut feeling? Was it good, bad? You're like, what the fuck? How's it gonna roll?
We didn't know what was going on. Like, because he kept releasing it and we're like, oh, it's going to come, it's going to come. And I don't know about you, but as he was recently releasing it, like, I kept lifting barbells. And then like, they all came out. And it was a bit of shock for me.
So I spent the last year putting in the extra time working on my positions, working on my
course.
position mobility. Of course. And, didn't really get to show that off, so that's all right. But the shoulders feel good.
Yeah, check out my wrists.
Yeah.
How are your wrists?
Yeah, strong, man. Strong.
Good.
Man. Yeah.
Mitch Sinnamon's famous wrists, everybody.
thick as.
They are thick. Do you reckon? I mean, when I heard it all, I could see the reason being that it would sort of even out the field. And I know that HQ is always of the perspective that the top people are always going to get to the top regardless. From what I saw watching it, you know, heats. I go from the bottom top. Heats 1 and 2. You know, there's always going to be a few like outliers who will push off. But heats 3 and 4, they felt more even.
Yeah.
By the nature of the workout. Did it
Yeah.
feel that way on the floor, or do you reckon
Yeah.
there was people that were...
The people I thought would be at the top were at the top.
I agree.
Yeah.
I reckon
Yeah.
it went almost exactly as...
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
pretty much picked it, man.
So you knew you'd be
Fine,
18th and you knew...
I knew I wasn't going to do well, but I knew I wasn't going to do well. But at the top 5, and
I had you higher.
yeah, well, I told you not to do that.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't put money on me.
So where do you think you came... What do you think... I'm not going to say came apart, 'cause I don't think that's the right reference.
I don't think I ever went together. Can't pull something apart.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
together.
Okay. So your best workout was overhead lunge, doubles.
The wall ball one, which was my worst one in training by a long shot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I went for a 5-minute PB on the day.
Sweet.
But we were doing it.
Killing it.
We didn't do it.
Yeah,
we
man,
couldn't
you
do it
passed
together.
that way.
But I kept
Right.
sending in my times and like looking at his times. I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm crushed.
So why did that one come together on the day versus the other ones?
Doing that's a hard workout to do at Schwartz's based on
Yeah, okay.
like the height of the rope's a bit high.
Yeah.
30-pound wall balls get like what am I trying to say?
Square?
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
They get like square and oval
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
get crushed because
they're
they're not
right.
made out of whatever the other ones are
Yeah,
made
okay.
of. So our wall balls, I couldn't do more than 10 reps without the ball falling either side.
Yeah, okay.
Went on the day and it was almost like a breeze
Right.
to actually do it.
Yeah, man.
That was probably the only workout of the weekend where I trained it harder and
Yeah.
easier on the day.
That's cool.
That and also I had a pretty stern pep talk that morning from both my girlfriend and my coach.
El Cocho.
But,
What did Holly say to you?
Oh man, pull your finger out of your ass.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Good on it.
That's sweet.
Did it work?
It worked for one event, and then after that event, I just went back into my little lull.
Yeah.
But it's all right. I think.
Crushed that event though, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At least I did something decent on the weekend, but it's all right. Like, it is what it is.
I mean, I think that anyone that gets out there, obviously, you know, to step up onto that floor, you know, it's so much fucking hard work. You know, and I think one of the disadvantages I see with CrossFit is that the massive amount of volume leading up to events.
Yeah, I think that I was thinking about this afterwards, like about more than ever, the season of CrossFit and how you approach it is super important.
Has to be.
I think in the past you could the talented wouldn't have to work too hard,
Yeah.
or like they would, but they wouldn't have to work too hard.
The upper
too
percent,
long.
the upper percentile is always going to have an
Yeah,
advantage.
and then other people may have to, they just doing comp after comp after comp all year, and then pulling together and having a good open. And
Yeah.
I think I look at compare it to him.
Yeah.
Because obviously I have a lot to do with Mitch, and I see him get back from the games last year and really not do anything for a while.
Take a chunk of time
He
off.
basically
Yeah.
had 2 months
Yeah.
off where he was trying to train, he just couldn't.
Yeah, of
or
course.
doing bits and pieces. And while that was happening, I came back from regionals last year. I barely missed out. I'm gonna fucking
I'm
train.
fucking zeroed in.
And then we get to this time of the year.
Yeah.
And our years are way different this year.
And
than
do you
last
reckon
year.
your 2 months helped you?
Massively, man.
Of course,
I
yeah.
was so hungry.
That rest
Yeah,
recover
I get into
time.
it. I felt relaxed through the open, then after that I was training really well. As of last year I reckon I burnt myself out a little bit once I got to
You have to.
regionals.
You have to.
And this year I felt good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not only the training season, but the day in day out intensity. You know, we might have like a deload week for an athlete of your level. It's hardly a fucking deload.
I don't think I've had a deload ever, yeah.
Hey, well,
One less
the
session.
first thing Mitch and I spoke about this morning was, what do you do on your days off? And for most people with this type A personality or this desire to just keep moving, it's fucking hard to have a day off. And the best thing you can do is have a day off. And a genuine day off when you actually not even a day off. A day off doesn't even work. You hardly get time. And if anything, you get tighter on a day off.
Yeah.
You take Tuesday off, by Wednesday you go, I need to train, I need to flush this out. But how do you have a week off without fucking going insane?
I'm going
It's
to
really
I was
hard.
just sitting there yesterday. I literally just sat there in my room on my bed, and I'm like, I should do something. I just sat there, nothing, man. It's crazy.
It's it's interesting when you speak to so many athletes and they have that mentality, but I think a lot of CrossFitters don't know what true recovery feels like.
Agreed.
A lot of time that feeling where people go, oh man, I feel shit after a day off.
Yeah.
You don't feel shit after a day off. It's just that you're so under recovered that
Yes.
you had one day off, your body's finally in that recovery mode and you've gone, nah, I'm pulling you out.
That's it, we're going to go
train
again. Yeah. It's funny, I came from a triathlon background, and for us, one of my coaches, morning girls, of
Morning.
course, getting ready for the 9:15, so the people will start arriving. There's
just
Rongamai
face-planted.
hitting the deck. She'll be right. From triathlon background, so she falls all the time. She's a keeper. One of our coaches, Sean Foster, would always lean onto the side of less is more.
Yeah.
And of course in triathlon we had really long tapers. So if you were, for an half Ironman race, it'd be like a 7-day taper. For an Ironman race, it might be 2 weeks. You wouldn't not train, but you'd bring down your volume. You'd keep your speed work up. I know it's totally different to what we do in CrossFit per se. But really, I mean, besides improving on a couple of actual movements that you might not know of, it's not much that can be achieved in that last 7 to 10 days before
No, definitely.
regionals or games or anything like that.
You can go forward, but you can definitely go backwards. That's
Fuck
for
yeah,
sure.
you can
Oh,
go
fuck yeah,
backwards.
you
Like
can.
so, go backwards would let's go to the other thing that probably the overtraining thing, like the pec tear, the whole pec scenario of the fucking games, or the regionals. Saw that to now 23
23, I
pec,
heard, yeah.
23
Okay,
pec
yeah.
tears they were saying yesterday. I mean, I doubt.
Do you call that a programming problem?
As soon as I heard of it, I thought that's an anomaly, that there's so many at that level.
Those straps are pretty high up.
It's
in
hectic.
the
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I was surprised. Like all I
Yeah.
could feel were my boobs.
Yeah.
And like,
See, I didn't feel it at all.
Really?
Not even the slightest.
Dude,
Size
I
your
was-
boobs, though.
yeah, true. I was feeling it hard, and
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't know. I mean, you're probably better putting that out of your head than me. But like, as soon as I started, I was like, fuck, please don't tear a pec.
I don't think.
Well, it didn't slow me down. I was still going as hard
Yeah,
as
of course.
I could.
I don't think it's an
thinking about
anomaly
it.
for that specific movement. I think it's probably an anomaly for the combination of event one
Yes.
with,
Yeah,
with,
pushing.
with the push-pull with a weight vest. And obviously, and then going into ring dips. And I mean, I don't know if more guys are, if the pec tears were guys that like just chest right down
Yeah.
versus people that are chest
Yeah.
up, reaching up, where, so you're going to be more tricep versus pec. But
Yeah.
highly unlikely that HQ and Simo going, oh fuck, we better watch that next time. I don't think that either. I mean,
Nah.
maybe Dave Custer
Mind
might
you-
for a second have a think about it.
Of those 23 people, do you see how many of them are past games athletes? There's
Yeah,
like there'd be close to five, somewhere between 5 to 10.
Oh yeah, it's
Who are big name games athletes
yeah,
who
it's
are
certainly
out.
not an injury because it's an inexperienced athlete. And I mean, I imagine most of the American guys, as you guys you've probably benched forever and a day.
Yeah.
So it's not a weak muscle group.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and everyone's trained ring dips. It's just weird that there's been so many.
The high straps did make a difference.
Right, okay.
That's
And so it was
yeah.
higher than 2014,
Oh, heaps.
Oh, yeah,
15, right, okay.
Yeah,
And so
it
the standard for that was what part of you?
So where the ropes are connected to, like
Yeah.
where they're connected, that's where they're hanging the straps off. And mate, you jump on there and you just shake it around like
Pretty,
Yeah,
think
right.
about your first time on the rings.
Add
Yeah.
speed to
It's,
it. Yeah.
it's pretty much
Huh.
like that. And when they measured us, they didn't let us like hang.
Right.
They kind of got a box.
We didn't really get to feel it. Yeah.
So you kind of just jumped
so
up
you
on a box and did that.
Really push up really
Yeah.
high.
So like
Huh.
there were people that tore it in the back room,
Oh,
so they didn't
fuck.
even make it out on the floor in our region anyway. Like a
Wow.
couple of people who just
Could have
didn't
been
even make it.
previous damage though.
Yeah, I mean, look, it could have been previous damage. There is the whole thing of like you training too
Of course.
much. In
But I mean,
practice,
if you that I think is the other problem with this, training the workouts prior. So we already know if you've done event 1, event 2, and the ring muscle up workout in like the 7 to 10 days leading up to it, and then you're doing it all over again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
Like
that.
that
My
week
tits
one,
hurt
for
just
example,
thinking about it.
Would have done that workout 4 times leading
Yeah.
into it. Most
Yeah.
of those guys, and they do it that weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's a
reckon
lot.
our region definitely slowed down on the practice of that overall than what
I
the
think I
first.
did it twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
did,
well, of
yeah.
course. I mean, and that's the interesting thing. Like, one region doesn't matter to another one. So you're only racing the guy next to you. So
100%.
fuck what anyone else has done. There's no point trying to get the record or anything. Everyone will come in. We just start waving to people.
There's no one here.
There's no one here. It's just an empty gym.
Yeah.
It's an empty white wall. That's for sure. We're trying to build the retail empire. Yeah, I thought it was a good weekend. I think I
What was it
find-
like as a spectator you found this year compared to years past? I can tell you that the last day was sick. Like I'm watching.
Last day would have been cool,
Like
yeah.
watching,
Yeah.
apart not just the events, the fact that we get. I mean, all the New South Wales people come.
Yeah.
All the
they sold
states
out.
are there.
They were completely
Like,
sold
Yeah,
out.
there was. They had
I mean, last year
people.
was the same. Like our Sunday, this year was probably maybe a bit more packed. I don't know, but like
Yeah.
the last day at regionals,
Yeah,
especially in
this
our
year
region,
was-
is sick.
Oh, this year was great.
The atmosphere was next level.
I think.
But events wise,
Well, I think the problem with the events is they were all sort of low skill. There was no ooh-ah moments besides people almost dropping dumbbells behind
Yeah,
their
they
neck
sucked.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But there was no when there's no one missing a snatch or an overhead squat that somebody can, even as an outsider, you know if you see someone about to lose a barbell overhead, it doesn't matter if you do or don't know the movement. You'll be like going, oh, he's gonna, and there was none of that.
There's also something quite cool, like watching the gladiators go to war, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where you see a big guy lift a heavy barbell,
Exactly,
or
so-
a small guy lift a heavy barbell.
And there was really only a few moments. So, I mean, always, heat 4, the last, 2 minutes of heat 4 is always exciting. Because there's always people pushing for whatever it is.
Yeah.
Male, female, whatever, it's always the same. Same with the teams. But I definitely found that the events weren't as exciting to watch because they missed that ooh-ah factor.
So, question now. Are we going to see barbells at the games?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
Well, there has to be.
Well, no, there doesn't.
I suppose.
Well,
Actually, that's totally right. It's
I-
like when we try and predict open
there will be.
workouts and we say there will be this or that. Well, there doesn't have to be.
You would have thought there would have had to have been barbells at regionals. We only look at it now in
So-
hindsight because there wasn't.
The thing with this regionals, for example, like you look at the events and everyone looks at it like that looks easy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one that finds it that hard to do.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this regional so hard in the sense that like everyone is able to go really hard at those events. Don't have
Yeah.
to pick up the moves and stuff like that. Surely get to the games. They've got to bring something more technical into it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hijack this now. So
again,
going forward for you now, because obviously you got how long?
8 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks. One
8
of those
weeks.
two.
So,
You might want to put in your diary.
Yeah, I might check actually.
I mean, I know you probably, I don't know if you've had a chat to the army yet. He's obviously still.
Nah, he's a bit busy, yeah.
But what do you envisage that? Like, look at last year and your prep and based on this year.
I'll
Like,
be doing a lot more running and all that kind of stuff this year as opposed to last year. Last year I was lifting a lot more. I didn't really run that much and that crushed me, man. So I will continue to, like I've put the last 12 months into running, so I'll continue to do a lot more running and I'll probably take a step back from my squatting and stuff like that, stuff that I don't need to work.
dude, you don't
on
need to
as
squat.
much.
You squat 300
That's in the
in
bag.
the middle of the night.
It's still good to do, but like even my lifting, like it's a lot more consistent these days. I can probably take a little bit of a step back from that. I'm probably not going to add like 10 kilos to my snatch in the next 8 weeks, so I might as well keep touching on that, but focus more on my other stuff, stuff that I can make more gains on.
Interesting.
Like I feel I can hold my own with the lifting events.
Yeah.
But
So you called last year a running
mate,
event, yeah, the
running
game.
Well,
every
didn't
single
you?
event, yeah.
Wasn't one of your? What was the rope? Wasn't the rope on one of your better workouts at the games?
Yeah,
the
that
event
your
without the
best-
run.
Stuff.
Well, didn't that have a run on it?
Stuff
Oh
where it's
no,
like
sorry, that was the double under.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm good at holding one pace.
Right.
Like where I don't go out too
Just
hard,
go.
but I just keep my pace, and that's pretty much my theme for the weekend as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just sort of just chip away. So that was a good event in that sense.
I
Also,
think
yeah.
just getting back to barbells, because of the unknown of Madison, and I think what they'll try and do at Madison is make it far more. You said that word gladiator. It'll be more like a game show.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it really will. They'll utilize more things within that.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
It'll be epic. It'll be great. So I think it's sure it's a question whether they will, but highly unlikely that they wouldn't because they will need that factor to build what I assume what they're doing with Madison is trying to make it a broader appeal, get it out of that California CrossFit aesthetic that it's been for so long. Sure they might not have barbells, but it would seem very strange.
Well, they're gonna make it their own. Like they're
Totally.
turning the town into the games. Like it's pretty much all
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So there'll be barbells.
I have another question.
Yeah,
Then.
go.
I don't know if I'm just hijacking this shit.
Hijack. That's why it's
So
called.
he
That's
said
why
he's-
it's called ramblings from the lounge.
Oh, is it called
Because you can
ramblings?
ramble.
Oh man.
No topics are off the board. Whatever
I
you
was
want to
made
talk
for this.
about,
You're
this
gonna
is
do
it.
it,
This
yeah.
is your jam.
So they said they're going to change the template or the structure of regionals
Well, I've
next
got
year.
a lot of thought of this already gone.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
Oh,
the question.
bang,
I want to
we're
know
open, we're on.
what you think that's going to be.
And I think it's a good idea. Super region, it's going to be in the States. They will have like your top 10 from each country from the get-go. You're going to go over there. You're going to have it as like a pre-regionals, maybe a month before the games. There they will have pure regional style events. Run it over the whole week like the games. Then they'll pick their top 40 out of like whatever how many people are competing. And then you go to the games where it's game style events.
Interesting.
So keep
Interesting.
it all in America.
My theory, that's interesting.
Yeah.
My theory is that they'll run all regionals over one weekend, blind leaderboards,
Love it.
and then top 40 around the world.
Love it. Global.
That would be cool.
Global
Yeah.
leaderboard. I think is a great
Global
idea.
leaderboard,
That's
so we
it.
can see all the Scandinavian athletes
Get
make
to
up
the- get there.
the leaderboard.
But I mean, they talk about
Okay.
if they talk about getting the best of the best. Well, then that's the best way to do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, people will
It's
be
they're going to
bummed.
condense. They're going to get rid of that, and it just forces everyone up their game.
Totally, as it should.
It's already like I've
Do you
got it
think
back
they're
in my head.
Do you think they're going to test that with blind leaderboard at the Open? As in, and then bang, it hits midday Tuesday, which is our time, and then bang, that workout gets you see the results for that, and everyone goes,
I think
I was way off the
that's
mark
so
with that.
smart,
Yeah,
man. It'll
I think that's
stop so
good. They
much.
won't do it. They won't do it because the open.
Get
the
rid of
open,
the leaderboard, man.
Oh,
Just
fuck
have it
yeah.
pop up once you
Can you imagine how less stressful it would be?
I would be. Seriously, let's just
You
do
can't
the,
repeat shit.
Just do the workout, or do it as hard as you can, as many times as you can.
Yeah.
And then if your score is good, it's good. If it's not,
Yeah.
you know. But
Can
then
you
there's too
imagine how many
many.
messages you'd be getting during the week from people like, oh,
Imagine how
what
much
did you get?
Imagine how much. Yeah, you'd be scrambling
Oh,
for intel,
Well, that
wouldn't you?
happens anyway. doesn't
Exactly.
it?
That's what I mean. I think though, I'd like to see all the regions on the one weekend, blind leaderboard.
That'd be interesting.
Events get released on the Friday.
Yeah,
on the
okay.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
I'd
this
like
year?
to find out when you're there. Yeah.
Can you imagine this year if we hadn't found out what the events were until we got there?
Oh,
The
And
first
then-
event
then it
would
would
have
be
been
then it would
less
be
stressful.
different.
Well, I would have been lifting barbells up until
Yeah.
the
night
event,
before.
trying to get strong as shit, and then
Saying
rocked
that,
up
but
and they're
that's
like, hey, there's no barbells, motherfucker.
It's pretty transferable, like, you know what I mean?
No, it is, but I mean, we were doing. I know for me,
Yeah.
like I looked at all the events and went, I'm dropped 2-3 kilos before regionals once I knew what
Right.
the events were. I tried to get as light as I could.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And
Just get speedy.
just get real speedy, which didn't do
Yeah.
shit for me in the end. But I still, I mean, I would have been walking in there.
I mean, I wonder if they could do it where
strong,
they
big as
release
shit.
the workouts day before, 2 days beforehand, so there's no prep
I
time.
like that. I reckon that's what old school.
I think that'd be
CrossFit
very
is.
cool, man.
Yeah,
I used to
would be.
like. That's my favorite thing. Well, what used to be my favorite thing about going to
I thought that was
domestic
very
events.
cool at the games as well.
Yeah.
Did they release them earlier this year than normal?
For us, it ended up being like that because
We're
we were
second
too.
week.
Yeah,
Last
of
year we were
course.
first.
Just
week.
felt like those first workouts came out very early, so
Nah, it's
everybody.
always 1 week before the first region.
And of course, then I mean, it doesn't matter that regions don't influence regions, but obviously,
It does. I reckon it does.
don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, I just think I think it's weird. Well, you know, you see the guys, and I'll say the North American teams or whatever, because they've had more time with certain equipment, and same with individuals. I mean, Cole Sager posted a photo of him this morning training with that 150-pound Rogue sandbag. Now, I bet no regions here, individuals were training with a 150-pound Rogue sandbag, the exact item, because we didn't have fucking time.
But the last week was
So
more
was Triathlon
polished
last
anyway.
year.
Of course they do.
Not
This is what I'm saying.
only because they have more time to practice.
Yeah.
They have more time to practice while reviewing the mistakes of the previous week.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's
we look
true,
at week
yeah.
one and we go, like, I looked at the muscle up, so the muscle up event, I was telling him, like, I did that event basically 2.5 times.
Yeah.
You know, like did it twice and did once where I kind of went the 21s a bit differently.
Yeah.
And I went from going from one set of the 21 muscle ups,
Yeah.
or like a big max
Yeah,
set,
yeah.
to going on the day, like I'm doing 3 sets
I'm
of
breaking
7
it down.
because I saw what happened there.
Yeah.
Now, if I didn't know that, if I was there on the day,
Yeah.
and I rocked up,
But
and
as I
they
said,
showed me-
but that's only matters to you and Callum, or you know whoever's next to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter what Cole Sager's doing for his region.
Oh,
I agree. Yeah,
you
I
know,
agree.
so therefore, unless you go
You
to
can
the
get 5
global,
minutes, but our fastest time is 7 minutes. You just got to be around there. Yeah.
totally, that's it. That's all that matters. Yeah, it'd be definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what happens post Madison with all that stuff. It's definitely going to shift into a new era.
Can we do a post Madison with Mitch?
Fuck yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah, we'll
Sick.
do it over there. I fucked up and didn't buy my tickets.
You didn't?
Yeah,
no.
but then I thought I'm going to be in California anyway, and I was thinking I'm going to be in Madison. All I want to do is be in California anyway. So I'm going to California. There's offers for tickets. I've got to wait and see. I might just
You
avoid
can
it.
get an affiliate owner, surely.
Fuck, I missed out.
Oh.
We got an affiliate code, and then Bjorno
Going to buy my
messaged me
tickets
going,
today.
"Did you buy extra tickets?" I'm like, "When do they go on?" He goes, I said, "When do they go on sale?" He goes, "They've closed." I'm like, "Ah, fuck."
He didn't do it either.
No, he forgot.
They
So,
closed so early, yeah.
yeah, so we missed that. But
It's pretty crazy they do
What-
it before the regions.
Yeah.
yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
Mad. It's
Like,
the
it's not like they
time
wouldn't
frame.
sell out.
It's like buying
Well, then,
tickets
yeah,
for
then-
fucking Ed Sheeran or something. They go on sale so early. Not that we buy
That'd
tickets
be
for
good
Ed
to watch,
Sheeran.
No,
by the way.
no. I love Ed Sheeran.
What about the young punks? Let's talk about Luke McMahon, Harry
We
Debenham.
called that early. Harry was impressive.
He was.
Strong start, great first year. That's incredible. He's a
Yeah.
good bloke as well.
Yeah.
Luke, we called. We thought
Yeah.
he was one of our dark horses.
Yeah.
He can just. He just
I mean,
had
it
potential
was
just so well in
a few
events.
points out. When you look at it, he was a few points out. You know that difference between what is he came 6th. His
Yeah.
points were, I can't remember what his points were. He was quite a few points behind you. I'm going to say 30 points.
Just enough reading.
Yeah, just enough. But
reading.
still, like you said, it's only it's a couple of places here and there, isn't it?
Well, you just don't know. Like he had a one that I had to come where I did blah blah. I've kind of had to come this. Like you just know, it moves it around so fast.
Does real
Yeah.
quick.
Same thing happened last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this year you had the potential. How do I say this? I'm not taking away from anything. Like a lot of people did. Like same thing with Matt McLeod. Like just
awesome.
took advantage of so many good opportunities.
Yeah.
I think this year you had the opportunity to really attack things and commit.
Of course.
With more risk of like if I blow up, I blow up. I
Luke,
think
in
like-
a nutshell, he's just not a pussy.
No,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
goes
Just
fucking
goes.
hard.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I think if you look at last year's events, like there were things that just were flat out going to stop people.
Well, that's what these
Yeah.
workouts led to. No
Yeah.
one was really going to stop
Yeah,
at
I
any
like that.
at any one point, and nor were they going to fail reps and sit there standing waiting for something or that my workout's done. Everyone was going to keep moving.
It makes it
Lot
in
more
that
grunt.
sense a better spectator.
lot more
spectacle.
grunt work.
Yeah, man.
Just to
Yeah.
keep going.
I like, the fact that there's not things that were going to flat out stop people on the
Yeah.
road made it a better spectacle.
Well-
Like last year, it's like, dude, if your snatch is 100 kilos, that first event's going to stop you.
That's it.
If you're
It's
same
fine.
thing, like I think the same with the sprint handstand push up probably was harder last year than this year, in a sense, because it was like more reps in the muscle.
That smaller reps game.
But
Oh yeah, and
but-
yeah, Nate.
but like I don't know, as a spec, like I liked that this year it was kind of like, all right, who come in with a better plan and did the work
just
better?
go.
Who did the work better?
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. I think it makes it better.
In that last event, one thing they can say, what else could they improve? I want to see like a genuine sprint workout. I don't know how it felt because I wasn't there, to straight off the bike onto the box. I want to see that in one little section, rather than flipping the box. I just want to see let's step from the bike like you're doing here, from the bikes onto the box, step over to the ball. No rest time.
Yeah, I reckon that workout would have been one way harder to do. It was hard enough, it fucking hurt.
I bet.
Moving the box was hard because you slowed down.
Yeah.
Like, to get back going again was hard.
Yeah.
Was
I
it?
would prefer to go.
But do you
the
reckon
20
you
straight.
caught your breath a little bit there as well?
Nah, man.
No, it just
I'm
let
so
me get
okay.
just
the
going.
bike.
Okay.
The bike, you couldn't go numb. I think
Yeah.
that's what that workout
Yeah.
on paper
Hard to
looked
think
cool
it
about.
hurts.
Yeah,
right.
I think when you look at it, I think that would have been really cool where you just go, the bike's here,
Let's
the
just
box is there, the
let's
ball's
just
there,
flat out.
just go numb and just see.
Yeah, I
who wants
wonder
to
how
do it.
much the workout would have sped up had it been that way.
Yeah.
Maybe not at all.
I
But
reckon, no, I reckon it would have
must
sped
have
up.
done some.
I reckon it would have sped up, and I think it would have looked fucking cool.
Yeah.
Even if you still had to move the ball, but you didn't have to move the box.
Yeah, it would've
That would have been. You would have
fast,
seen
bro.
people like
That ball was hard,
heaving.
man.
Yeah, it was
Did
way
you,
harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Same with the bike though.
did you
Yeah.
remember every time to move your token up on the rope climbs?
Yeah, that was easy.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Is that a good breather? Did you like that sort of stuff?
Mate, the rope climbs felt so easy.
That's good.
Compared to training, yeah.
Rope climbs felt so easy compared to training.
That's awesome.
The rope was rippier.
Yeah, right.
I found like I didn't, you know?
Two bites tap.
Yeah, didn't have to chalk, just bang bang.
cool.
Hit it.
Whereas like I'm slipping on mine, like mine's like all it up at work.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Mitch likes to soak up his ropes just to make things
Make
more
it harder.
challenging.
Clean them up. Well, we'll digress for a minute. I'm going to talk movies. I'm going to talk because it's rambling. We can.
I'll take this, bro.
Have you seen King Arthur?
No, is it good?
Have you heard about King
I've
Arthur?
heard about it.
What have you heard? Have you heard it's shit or what?
I've heard it's good.
It's fucking awesome. If you like Guy Ritchie
I was about to
movies,
say I'm a big guy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
How does it? It's obviously nothing like any of his.
It's exactly like Lock, Stock and Snatch.
Shut up.
It's exactly like that. It's basically just fucking that set with dragons and castles and
I'll go watch
swords.
No.
It's fucking insane. I shit you not.
I'll
The,
go watch
the,
it.
the dialogue is almost identical.
So dialogue's not like ye old English.
Not ye old English, but the tempo of it, the editing, the movie, everything. It's just like fucking Lock, Stock. You got to see it. We went and saw it the other night.
That's
and-
such a trip.
yeah, it's really good. We went and saw it.
Have you seen Guardians too?
Yeah, did we see it? Yeah, we did, but I don't think I've seen Guardians 1.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
it. You gotta watch
One.
one.
I know.
Without number one.
I can't recall if I have or I
I
haven't.
watched it. I watched one before and then like turned
Right.
it off and went in and watched number 2 just to like read.
Mallory Burger, just come and just come on. Oh, what are you eating?
A crumpet with honey and banana.
What a crumpet! Just sit on there. Look at this, superstar, superstar. Mallory Burger finishing 18th.
Highest placed Jewish athlete in the
Highest-
Pacific region.
Fittest Jew in Australia.
Yeah.
Fittest
we
Texan, fittest female Texan Jew in the Australian region. How are you
Americans.
post regionals?
Good. Yeah, really good. My shoulders are a bit tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stoked. I had the best time. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
And you've done some exercise this week.
I have a little bit. Yesterday I ran and squatted. Today I just air dined and overhead squatted.
Lots of squatting.
Lots of squatting
Lots of
and
squatting.
cardio.
Yeah.
Got it. Good talk.
Yeah.
Well done. What was I asked these guys sort of what they felt about the workouts while your class is doing the warm up, which you're about to go and coach again.
Right, yeah.
What was your feeling about the workouts?
I mean, it was a good well-rounded test. Like, I think the fittest people still made it, as they do every year. You know, it was just a different kind of test. But
Didn't
I
you
think,
once say that you'd love to get to the regionals when it was barbell free?
Yeah, that when it was just no barbell and all gymnastics. That's what I always really
Yeah, I
wanted.
suppose you got a part of that, didn't you? Your best finish was which workout?
Handstand, walking, deadlift workout.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep, same as Mitch. Was that yours? Is that your best finish? I think it was.
Oh, that on the muscle one.
No, I think you got 5th on the.
Oh no, I got the dumbbell snatch on the best finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Would you prefer to barbell in there anywhere?
I don't know. For me, I guess like on a personal level, like I thought since it wasn't my strength,
Yeah.
I was just really happy that I was able to like hold my own in different kind of events. Like it was
Crushed it, man.
like I just felt really good that I was able to compete at that kind of level and something that I wouldn't have considered
That's good.
my best thing. So
But you would have liked the barbell in there just to
I mean, I love a barbell.
just to push
But we
you.
all love barbells,
Of course
right?
we do. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Cool. Go on, coach.
All right, good times.
So go and see King Arthur. What else? What else?
John Wick 2, man. John Wick 2 is...
John Wick 2. I haven't seen John Wick 1.
Watch John Wick 1, one of the best movies of all time. I watched it 3 times in the 1 week. Unbelievable. And I love that movie. It's that good, man. It's just
You can watch it 3 times again this week while you're relaxed.
I've got John Wick 2 now, so...
I watched War Dogs 2 days ago. I hadn't seen that.
It's good.
With, what's his name? Jonah Hill.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Oh.
When they sell the arms
Yeah,
deals,
sell the
that's
arms
fucking
deals.
fantastic. I love that shit.
Oh,
He
it's
plays
so
it so
good.
well.
It's so
That is a
good.
fucking, they always say that like with characters like that, you have to have part of that character in you.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Just being a little bit of being a pig.
Totally. Fuck, it's a good movie,
It's
isn't
perfect for it, man. It's a great movie.
I can't believe how much weight he put back on to be like a fat, kind of dirty Jewish guy. I can say that.
it? You can say that, and you've said that many times. That's your third.
No, I'm sorry.
That's your third Jewish reference this morning.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's
That's
fine
all
by
right.
me. This is an open forum. Sweet. What else we got? You're going to start training again. What are you going to do? You going to chill for a while? What's the protocol
He's
now?
going to help me train.
Yeah.
And my decision was made.
Yes.
And,
Be a friend.
Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of training with him, but I was burning out as it was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, for the first time in my life, it's probably what I don't need to be doing, but I'm just gonna spend about 4 to 8 weeks just seeing how goddamn strong I can get.
F45.
F45
Just
is the way.
F45 all day long.
I'm
You're killing it.
exactly. I'm just gonna go lift for a bit,
Yeah.
and then after that, if I'm serious about, if I make the decision to compete again, I've really just got to do a lot of aerobic base work, which
Yeah,
is
right.
boring
course
and
it is.
stuff.
Are you going to compete in lifting this year?
No, I think my weightlifting career as an Olympic weightlifter.
Are you
probably
guys
over.
following the Overhead Press, that new page on Facebook?
So funny.
Fucking good, isn't it?
Oh my
Tears right
god.
Did you see there was one this morning which is like female lift,
Female crossfitter, refers to herself as weightlifter now.
weightlifter, since not qualifying for bombs ass up. It's fucking great.
Oh, it's so good.
There's another photo. They said fitness model nails the setup for a deadlift. So they show a picture of a fitness model in this really fucking horrible deadlift position.
Who runs that?
I don't know, but it's fucking good.
Is it Russell Berger?
He always reposts it. I've seen him repost it. He might have something to do with it.
I thought he did. It's so funny, man. It's so clever.
got-
CrossFit's so up its own ass. It's so fucking serious.
Remember
stuff.
drywall?
Yeah, that's
Drywall
right.
was
What
the
happened to
best.
that?
That was the best
they
thing
got shut
ever.
down.
And it got shut down.
Yeah.
That was
shut
about,
down.
yeah, I remember
They
seeing
threatened to
that.
sue, or they did sue or something, and they got rid of
Huh.
drywall. And then he had another one.
Drywall was the funniest.
Then he did another thing, and they just shut it down. Like anything funny and
Yeah, well, it needs to be more of it. It's so up its own ass.
I think if you can't laugh at
I think
yourself.
Castro gets involved in this one. I think he finds it quite good, eh?
So it should.
Yeah.
They just found the right balance of
This is very
like
clever.
taking the piss,
Yeah, it's
and
fucking
yet being
great.
respectful.
It's perfect.
But we don't want to turn into Scientology.
I think we missed the boat
Too
on that
much?
one. Have you got some conspiracy theories out there, Jordan Bender?
Nah, I'm not touching this
Come
shit.
on, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? Anyway.
I've been watching a lot of Designated Survivor and like House of Cards.
That's good.
Designated Survivor may be my new favorite show on Netflix.
Wow.
If you haven't seen
My
it,
new favourite's fine, but it's
no,
not
no,
my
as in
favourite.
like it's been a while since something's come out on
Game of
Netflix to
Thrones
me.
is back soon.
I haven't sat down and watched a TV show for a fucking long time. I get an
Be
occasion.
careful with Game of Thrones.
Have you not watched Game of Thrones?
I've watched a couple of seasons a couple of years
okay.
ago, and I think
No,
I
come on,
just
Get into try Designated Survivor.
okay. I'll
Designated
try.
Survivor is like it's got Kiefer Sutherland.
Game of Thrones first, then we'll go.
Mitch runs
You gotta
runs my
be
life. He's my PA.
This is
He's
your
my PA.
schedule.
Yeah, what am I doing after this, Mitch?
We're gonna go watch Game of Thrones.
That's
again.
right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, gents, we're going to wrap it up there. We've got 33 minutes and 58. That is good. That is a good ramble. Mitch
guys.
Sinnamon, thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Fucking enjoy the ride up to. What is it? What date is the games? August what?
August 1st, maybe?
August
Wow.
1st.
Yeah.
A little bit later in the year.
Yeah, it's cool.
Been a long season.
Long
Oh,
season.
mate. No, it's gonna be good, man. This is my favourite time of the year, though. Like, training for the games is
Yeah.
the most fun. There's no more qualifiers, so it's
Yeah.
less stressful, and you just train hard.
Just do it. Yeah.
I think just
Get
do
to
it.
Madison. Jordan Bender,
Thank you.
nothing to say. Just keep doing whatever
Nothing
you
needs
do.
to be said.
Cam Villani's just walked in. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Cam Villani. We're doing his birthday workout in a matter of minutes.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, crew. Stay radical, stay humble, stay empathetic, all that good stuff. Talk to you soon. Hey!